Today, I will demonstrate on the correct use of face masks. Now, for us to have proper use of face masks, it is important that our hands are clean. Therefore, before you put on any face mask, please ensure that you wash your hands using soap and water. And where you don't have any soap or water, make sure you use your hand sanitizers. This is going to get rid of any microorganisms or possible contaminants that could be in your hands that you could possibly introduce to your face. Right in front of me here are three different kinds of face masks. This is a surgical mask. It's a 3-ply mask. It has a filter in the middle. Now, this surgical mask or this face mask has two different colors. The outer part is colored and the other inner part is whitish in color. The colored part or the bluish part is the one that remains on the outside, while the white part is the one that you wear closer to your mouth. Before you wear this mask, hold it so that you can be able to establish the end that has the thin wire. The purpose of this thin wire is to help secure this mask over your nose. So you will use these loops to secure the masks by placing these loops over your ears and placing them in such a manner. Once you have placed the mask by securing using the loops, you will use your two hands to pull this down apart so that your mouth is completely covered. Once that is done, you will use your index fingers to press on this wire, this thin wire that is on this upper part, so that the mask can safely fit in or secure over your nose. Remember, it is important that the mask is secured and properly covers your nose and mouth to be able to provide you with the required protection. And avoid touching this outer part of the masks after you have used it, because there is a high probability that there are microorganisms or infectious materials that would have landed on this outer part. And you do not want to touch them, because by touching them, you risk contaminating yourself with them and possibly infecting yourself, in this case with COVID-19 virus. So once you're done, you will simply take off the mask by lifting off the loops over your ears in that manner, and then you hold the loops together and you throw your mask inside your dustbin or your waste holding receptacle. This is another type of surgical mask. This type has loose strings at the end that is used to secure it at the back of your head. This mask, like the other one, comes in two colors. The outer part is colored and the inner part remains white. Remember, the colored part is the one that stays on the outside, while the white part is the part that goes towards your mouth. When you look at this mask closely, you will realize that there is a thin white line here. This thin white line, when you hold it, you realize that there is a wire that has been placed there. This wire is meant to help you secure the mask over your nose. So you will hold the loose ends of the string and put the mask over your nose, and then you use the strings to tie the mask and secure the mask by tying the strings at the back of your head. Then you will get hold of these lower strings. You will gently pull down the lower strings so that your mouth is completely covered, and then you will tie at the back of your head, and there you are. Your mask is secured. Once your mask is secured, remember to use your index finger to press onto this wire so that the mask is safely secured over your nose, to be able to provide you with enough protection and ensure that your nose is completely covered as well as your mouth. So to remove the mask, you will simply untie the loops at the back of your head in that manner, and you hold your mask by the loops, and then you take it to your dustbin or waste disposal container. This is another type of mask, and this mask has a reinforced wire at the top here, which you use to secure the mask over your nose. It has an elastic band that you can use to secure the mask by passing it over your head. So to secure it, you will just put that portion over your nose, and then you use the elastic band over your head, and then it is secure. So your nose is covered under the mask, and remember to use your hands to secure this mask over your nose by pinching, lightly pinching over the wire, and then the mask is secured. Simply remove the mask by pulling out the elastic band in that fashion, and then you ensure that you dispose of the mask in your waste receptacle. I mentioned I used face mask. It's an infectious material and needs to be handled well. Therefore, you need to ensure that you properly dispose of your used mask. And this you can do by, after removing it, you can place it in your dustbin, or you can either burn it if you have a compost pit in your compound. To remove it, you gently pull out the loops from your ears, and then you hold the mask by the loops, and then you drop it in your waste disposal container. Remember, after removing the face mask, your hand may possibly be contaminated, and you don't want to risk infecting yourself with any microorganisms, including COVID-19 virus that would have possibly landed on the mask. Therefore, after removing the mask and disposing it in the waste bin, you will go back to your hand washing station and thoroughly wash your hands using soap and water, or where you do not have soap and water, you will use your hand sanitizers to clean your hands. Thank you.